Hello and welcome back to another edition of Outsiders Opinions Jeopardy College Basketball Edition. We're back, of course, with Jake Loggins, known Georgia Bulldog fan and expert bracketologist, and of course, the two hosts of the Outsiders Opinions podcast, Austin and Kevin. Welcome in, gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be hosting with you guys.
Yeah,
Hello.
thank you. I appreciate you doing this again. I think this is the is this the fourth time we've done one?
I believe
I thought
it is, maybe. I think this might be the third. I'm not quite too sure. I know we've done
I thought we did
college basketball.
MLB, NFL, and then March
We've done
Madness.
we've
This
done
is
some
four.
Hangman as well. So little
We've
Wheel
also
of
touched on
Fortune kind of
Hangman. That
vibe for you
was
guys.
interesting to say the least.
but I think this is the second edition of March Madness Jeopardy, correct?
Yes, it is the
Yes,
second edition
this
of
is
March
in fact the
Madness.
second edition of March Madness Jeopardy. It is the great month of March. We're gonna get down to brass tacks, bracketology, all that stuff. But before we do, figure we test your guys' knowledge of the past of March Madness and all things college basketball. So, Austin, you are the previous winner. Got a lot to live up to.
I do. We've done this three times before. Like I said, NFL, MLB, and March Madness one time, or college basketball. And I'm 3-0. I'm trying to keep that up, but we'll see if Kevin can contend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I accept that
Kevin
challenge.
famously had 0 points in the last one. You think you're going to get on the board this time?
I think
Hey,
he had
we'll find
negative
out.
points. I think he had negative
No,
points.
that was like the first time.
Oh,
So
okay.
not my
Kevin, I don't
lowest
think buzzed
outing.
in once, but is what it is. And Jake, of course, you had the
I
last
buzzed, it
second
just didn't
comeback,
get to
could
me.
not pull it off in Final Jeopardy. Jake, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, I'm currently in a state of shock because it's news to me that I'm now a Georgia basketball fan of sorts. But um, I'm gonna have to dim it down. I'm gonna have to keep my poise. Learn that I need to stay focused and get these points in.
All right. Well, without further ado, let's get right into the game, folks. Let's take a look at our 5 categories for today. Starting off, we have tournament records. Next up, we have Wooden winners. These will, of course, be winners of the John Wooden Award. Where the game is played, these will be college basketball venues. Historic games and Starstruck. These are going to be some stars that you may or may not have known have played college basketball. All right, so we're going to send it to Kevin since he finished with 0 points last time. Figure we get you some screen time for you. Where are we going first?
Let's go Wooden Winners 100.
All right. Duke owns the record for most Wooden Award winners. Their most recent winner is this current New Orleans Pelican. Jake.
Who is Zion Williamson?
It is, in fact,
I don't know how you
Zion
got that.
Williamson.
I was spamming the
Same
button.
here,
I don't know how you
Austin.
got it. I don't know how you got it. Wow. Impressive.
Well, hey, congratulations to Jake getting off on the board early, and now you can take us to our next category.
Let's do where the game is played for 100.
All right. The JMA Wireless Dome is the largest basketball arena in the nation, the largest college basketball arena in the nation, with a maximum capacity of over 42,000, giving this university's orange a huge advantage. Kevin.
Who is Clemson?
That is incorrect. I'm going to clear the buzzers. Actually, we're going to go to Jake. You finished in second place on that one.
What is Syracuse?
It is, in fact, the Syracuse Orange. I'm sorry, Kevin, you're starting off in the negative. And Jake, you're up to 200 points. Where are we going next?
Let's do Starstruck for 100.
All right. This one seems to be up Jake's category, the known movie browser. This UCLA Bruin soared to the silver screen in the 1980 hit movie Airplane, exclaiming to a little boy, "Tell your old man to drag Walton and Linear up and down the court for 48 minutes. Jake.
Who is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
It is, in fact, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Jake, you're up to 300 points now. And we will clear these buzzers real quick. All right,
Let's
Jake.
do Starstruck for 200.
All right. It was training day for this two-time Oscar winner when he walked on at the University of Fordham. The experience would help him play Jake Shuttlesworth in He Got Game. Jake.
I haven't seen We Got Game, but who is Denzel Washington?
It is, in fact, Denzel Washington. All right, you're up to 500 points now. Kevin at negative 100, and Austin, surprisingly, at 0 points. Perhaps biding his time for those
I've
big
been
ticket
out buzzard to
categories.
start the game. I'm going to have to turn it up. Get my thumb going.
All right. Well, Jake, let's keep it going here. Where to now?
Let's do historic games for 100.
All right, staying with the low dollar categories here. Quote, why is the ball going to the 18-year-old skinny freshman? Asks Matt Damon in the movie Air upon viewing this player hitting the game-winning shot in the 1982 national championship game. Austin.
Michael Jordan.
It is, in fact, the GOAT, Michael Jordan. All right, Austin, you're on the board, and you have control of it. Where are we going?
Let's go Wooden Winners 300.
All right, Wooden Winners for 300. The accolades didn't stop for this Tennessee Lady Volunteer as she won the WNBA MVP in the same calendar year that she won the Wooden Award in 2008. Jake.
Who is Candace Parker?
It was, in fact, Candace Parker is the answer on that one. Jake with his WNBA knowledge there, up to 800 points. You are back in control of the board. Where are we going now?
Let's do Wooden Winners for 200.
All right. When Zach Edey won the Wooden Award in 2024, he joined this former Virginia Cavalier and Houston Rocket as the only player to win it twice. Jake.
Who is Ralph Sampson?
It is, in fact, Ralph Sampson, the winner of that one. Jake, up to 1,000 points. This is big so far. But again, we've got a lot of game left to play, a lot of high dollar categories left. Where's next?
Let's do Wooden Winners for 400.
All right. This first Wooden Award winner actually played under John Wooden during his 4 years at UCLA. Kevin.
Who is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Luce Alcindor?
That is incorrect, unfortunately. All right, next up on the list of buzzers here was Jake. Jake, what do we got?
Who is Marquez Johnson?
It was, in fact, Marquez Johnson. Jake, you are up to 1,400 points. Austin at 100. Kevin, negative 500. But hey, he's buzzed in this time, so got to give him some props there. All right, Jake, where are we going?
Let's close out the Wooden Winners, 500.
All right. While John Wooden himself may not have won a Wooden Award, he did win the Helms Player of the Year award while playing for this college. All right, that is time. John Wooden, notable Purdue Boilermaker. All right, Jake, nobody buzzed in on that one, so control goes back to you. Where are we going?
Let's go to where the game is played for 200.
All right. The University of Louisville's arena is fittingly sponsored by this Kentucky-based brand. Jake.
What is KFC?
KFC is the correct answer. Yum Arena. All right.
Let's do where the game is played for 300.
Okay. The NCAA will look to break the attendance record set for a national championship game set by this Houston venue when it goes to the Alamo Dome in 2025. Austin.
Energy Stadium.
It is, in fact, NRG Stadium. All right, Austin, you are now at 400 points. Jake, of course, at 1,600. Kevin at negative 500. You have control of the board. What is our next category and dollar amount?
We even touched tournament records. Let's go tournament records 100.
Okay. DJ Diesel in the house. This LSU great broke the record for most blocks in a tournament game with 11. Austin.
Shaq.
It is, in fact, Shaq, also known as by his government name, Shaquille O'Neal. All right, Austin digging his way back into the game, only down 1,100 points with way more than that on the board. Where are we going?
Let's go tournament records 200.
Okay. This former UMass head coach holds the records for most tournament wins by an active head coach. Austin.
John Calipari.
Yep. Current Arkansas Razorback head coach John Calipari holds the record for most active wins by an NCAA head coach in the tournament. All right. Seem to like tournament records here, Austin. Where are we going?
Let's keep going. 300 on tournament records.
Spinning another tournament record for you. While he may currently play for the lowly Rio Grande Vipers, this K-State alum can go to sleep happy knowing he set the single game record for tournament assists in 2019. Jake.
I buzzed before, so I'm gonna have to omit this. I thought I knew the answer, and then you said 2019.
Do you have any answer? Or can I time you out here?
You can time me out here.
Jake, losing some cash here down to 1,300. Buzzers are still open.
I don't know. I thought I knew, and then you said 2019. I was like, wait.
That is time. It is Marquise Noel.
What?
What?
Yeah.
He did it in 2019?
Yo.
That would have been my guess if you said 2019, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. But perhaps I've made a mistake. I in fact made a mistake because it happened in 2023. Well, strike it from the board. Jake, we're gonna give you those points that you lost back, and we're just gonna pretend that one never happened. All right, moving on.
I didn't buzz in 'cause I was like, I don't even know who played on K-State in 2019. I'm trying to think of one name that even played on that team.
I don't even think they made the tournament.
No, they definitely did not. But hey, I meant, with 19 assists 2023. Anyway.
I would have got 300 points, Blaze.
There's a chance
well,
I could have buzzed in, but then I heard
let's,
it. I was like,
let's keep the outrage to a minimum. All right, moving on. Next question.
Yeah, so I'll go tournament records 400. Hopefully we can.
Tournament records for 400. Before becoming an iconic Cinderella story, this Midwestern school set the record for biggest tournament blowout in 1963, beating Tennessee Tech by 69 points. Nice. All right, that is time. This was, of course, the Loyola Chicago Ramblers.
Never would have guessed that. I was going to guess Indiana if I had to guess.
All right. One last. Austin, you still have control of the board right now. Where are we going?
Let's go tournament records 500.
Okay. Thanks to a vacated win in 1980, this team holds the record for most losses without a tournament win at 0-16. Okay, that is time. It is Iona. 0-16.
Iona got a win vacated?
Yeah, in 1980.
Wow.
Not sure what for. Did not look into that, but an unfortunate
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do
scene.
some research because that's interesting. I thought it was gonna be some really bad Power 5 school. That's where my mind went. I was never gonna think Iona. Wow.
Yeah, it was maybe they'll get it this year though. All right, moving on. Austin, you still have control of the board. Keep in mind we still have 400 and 500 for where the game is played, 200, 300, 400, 500 for historic games, and 300, 400, 500 for Starstruck.
Let's go Starstruck 500.
Starstruck for 500. He's going big. Before winning an Academy Award for Moonlight or playing the antagonist in Luke Cage, Mahershala Ali was putting up 3.6 points per game for this West Coast Conference school. Jake, at the last second, what do we got here?
I'm hesitant. Was it St. Mary's?
It was, in fact, St. Mary's College, putting your lead up to $2,100 on the board. Jake, you have control of it.
Let's do Starstruck for 400.
Yeah, a risky play there by Jake. Seems to have worked out, though. This Good Morning America and Sports Center host was named one of the 100 most influential student athletes by the NCAA thanks to her time at the University of Southeastern Louisiana, where she scored 1,446 points. All right, that's time. That was, of course, the great Robin Roberts. All right, Jake, where to?
We could do Starstruck for 300. I don't really watch Good Morning America, so I have no clue. For 400.
Hey, Sports Center. Former Georgia Bulldog Anthony Edwards was no stranger to the NBA Combine when he shot scenes as this antagonist for the Netflix hit movie Hustle. Jake.
Who is Kermit Wiltz?
It is, in fact, Kermit Wiltz.
I still haven't seen Hustle, so that hurts.
What? It's a good
Brutal.
movie.
Missing out on one of the best.
I just couldn't
sports
remember the
movies
antagonist's name.
of the generation. Austin, still enough points to mount a comeback, but you're going to need some big ones here. Jake, you got the board.
Let's do Where the Game is Played for 500.
All right, the NCAA and the U.S. Navy revived the Carrier Classic when Gonzaga and Michigan State played on this presidential watercraft in 2022. Okay, that is time. It was the USS Abraham Lincoln. Okay, moving back to where the game is currently being played, the Jeopardy board. Jake, you've got control of it. Where are we going?
Let's do Where the Game is Played 400.
Okay. In addition to hosting the Philadelphia 76ers, Wells Fargo Arena hosts this Philadelphia college during high-capacity games. Austin.
High capacity game. I'll go Temple.
That was not correct. Anybody else got a guess? Kevin.
Penn State?
That is also incorrect.
Dang.
Jake, you still got a chance to buzz. All right, that is time. It was Villanova. All right.
I know that
we've got
Temple plays their football games where the Eagles play. So I thought if maybe Temple was really, really good at some point in the past, they would play at Wells Fargo, but that was just a potential.
That was, you got
respect
to
it.
take some swings here. You got to take some swings.
You do.
Well, Austin, you still have a chance to make it interesting with the advent of Final Jeopardy. We still have the historic games category left to be played. Jake, which dollar amount would you like to choose?
Let's do Historic Games for 500.
Going big with the 500 here. This Oklahoma State head coach made history when he started 5 black players in the 1966 national championship game against Kentucky, paid off in a 72-65 win. All right, that is time. That was Don Haskins. All right, Jake, you got 400, 300, and 200 left.
Let's do Historic Games 400.
All right. While Geneva College was home to the first ever college basketball game, the first ever 5v5 college basketball game occurred when the University of Chicago played this Big Ten staple. Austin. Indiana is incorrect. Jake, Kevin, got a buzz? Kevin.
Wait. Okay. Purdue?
That is also incorrect.
Dang.
Jake?
I'm going to guess Iowa.
It was indeed the University of Iowa
What?
Hawkeye. All right, Jake. Got 300 and 200 left and a sizable lead. Where are we going?
Let's do 300.
All right. The 1979 matchup between these teams drew a record of 35 million viewers, setting the stage for one of the biggest rivalries in NBA history. Austin.
Michigan State and Indiana State.
That is correct. All right, Austin, you are out of the negative 200 points. Kevin, you're at negative 1,300, and Jake, you're at 2,800. And Historic Games 200 is our final clue. Talk about a bracket breaker. This number 16 seeded UMBC Retrievers shocked the nation when they beat the number 1 seed Virginia Cavaliers in this year. Austin.
2019.
That is incorrect. Jake?
What is 2018?
Oh, it's 2018.
It was, in fact,
yeah, it is 2018. That's
2018.
Right.
Virginia won it all in
well,
2019.
That's true, they did. Yeah,
That is
I kind of
true. All right, well,
yeah.
Austin, you've taken the Kevin position, finishing with 0 points. Kevin,
I have.
Kevin, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody hit negative 1,000 points, but I
think I did it last time.
I gotta respect
think
it.
you
Negative
did.
1,300. And Jake, an absolutely dominant performance, 3,000 points, avenging your loss. But folks, we still have Final Jeopardy to do. And although Austin, Kevin, you can't really bet anything, Jake, you could go for the record here. So get out your pen and paper, Jake, Austin, and Kevin. You're welcome to, of course, take a gander as well at our Final Jeopardy clue today. It is teams who haven't danced. So, Jake, I'll give you a second to write down a little wager. If you'd like to bet at all, that would be, I think, really funny. But, it's up to you.
So, if I bet anything that's not all of it, I win.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. But
Technically
6,000 points is pretty cool, man.
I'll bet 2,999 points.
Okay. All right.
But
well,
wait, if he did bet all of it, couldn't he still win? Because of 0 being
Yeah,
greater
he
than
would-
negative?
Kevin, that's the whole
Austin.
point. Kevin, that's the whole point.
Yeah. Okay.
he would tie with
Yeah.
Austin for 0 points. But
Oh,
anyway,
you're at 0, Austin? I thought you were in the negative.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just-
Oh, okay.
all right. Well, guys, it is time for Final Jeopardy. I will give you 10 seconds, or I will give you 15 seconds to guess upon hearing the entirety of the question. Let's start. Teams who haven't danced. This team has been eligible for every NCAA tournament but has failed to make it. They were invited in 1968, but the general declined. You have 15 seconds. Good luck. All right, that is time. Gentlemen, we're going to start with Kevin. Kevin, you entered Final Jeopardy with negative 1,300 points. But, you still have a chance to give yourself a pat on the back here with a correct answer. What team has failed to make the NCAA tournament every year?
This will be my guess, but the Ponies?
Very, very much no. I've watched that team in March Madness play before and win games, so no. In
Oh,
my
Semi
lifetime.
Ojale.
Yeah.
All right, well, Kevin,
Yep.
that is unfortunately incorrect. Moving on to Austin. Austin, you finished with $0, but again, you got the win last time, so it's going to set up for an incredible part 3 and perhaps a year from now. Austin, what was your guess?
It's a bad guess. My guess was George Washington University.
It was a decent guess, but unfortunately that's not what we are looking for. Finally, Jake, you bet everything except $1 on this one. What team are we looking for?
So you said the general,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, what could be the general? He likes to put these like little puns in his questions, and so I was like, okay, which teams? And I thought of some of the armed forces teams. So I'm going to go with Navy. Navy's never made a national championship.
Woo!
Never made a tournament.
Well, Jake, you were very close.
Oh.
But I did, in fact, say the General because it was Bobby the General Knight who was coaching this team at the time. It was, in fact, the Army. They were invited in 1968 to go to the NCAA tournament, but Bobby Knight thought that they had a better shot at the NIT. They promptly lost in the first round to Notre Dame. So that will end our game. Jake, you finish with a whopping $1, making you the winner of College Basketball Jeopardy #2, Electric Boogaloo. Congratulations,
I
gentlemen.
will say, Jake, if you thought about it, I was thinking like armed forces, but I couldn't think of it. But then I was like, it can't be Navy because of David Robinson.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot.
They were so good with David
I
Robinson.
could have got it right the wrong way.
Yeah,
which
you
is
thought about
hilarious.
it, but they made the Elite Eight with David Robinson. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I didn't even think of David Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other one I was going to guess was like Air Force or the Citadel.
Oh, the Citadel was a good guess. I should have guessed the Citadel. That's a good guess. Yeah, I knew it was going to be one of those schools that was very like educational, and I thought of armed forces, but I just couldn't think if it was going to
I
be
mixed up Robinson. I thought he went to Army in a huge brain fart. Like
the Citadel is another team that is available, or is another team that was eligible for every NCAA tournament, but missed all of them. However, they were not invited ever. So.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Well, thank you again, Blaze.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Congratulations, guys, on yet another incredible production. I look forward to the rest of your guys' March Madness content as we move in to a very, very exciting tournament. So, yeah, my name is Blaze Fields. I am the host of Mixed Doubles on KCOU. Check it out. And, yeah, we will see you guys in the future.